Welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast. My name is Corey,
My name is Rob.
and it's just us tonight. Actually, this is a bonus episode.
Yes, this is a bonus episode. It's just the two of us. We're kicked back, taking it easy.
Yeah, we seriously are kicked back. We got our feet up on a couch. Life is good, man.
Yeah, literally and metaphorically.
Life is good.
Yes.
We got the 2019 UFAM Rally coming up on the 17th. It's finally May. I'm not sure where you're at on the earth, but here in Boyne City, it's cold and rainy, and I don't think summer ever happens up here.
Yeah, I don't think... And if summer does happen, it's pretty brief because, you know what I don't think there is? I don't think that there's really a spring, and there might be a short fall, but in between that time, I don't know, man.
It gets cold up here.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it gets cold, and it's for a while, but hey.
It's because we're downstaters, but at least that's where we're from. But
Downstaters.
well, and they say April showers bring May flowers, but I mean it's May now. May showers bring June.
June flowers, and I don't know. That'll peak and bloom, and then wither away in 2 months. We get 3 months of summer, bro.
May flowers bring June babies. I don't know. There's nothing else to do, right?
There's nothing else to do. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just So anyway, so UFAM Rally.
Save the population.
Yeah, we're gonna be there at Lansing on the 17th, and you can get free tickets. You're like, Corey, I like free tickets. Everybody likes free. And you add some tickets on the end of that. Free tickets, they're on our website, 217recovery.com, and there's more info about the event. And it's just going to be a big celebration of recovery and just kind of trying to break that stigma of addiction and recovery. But more details are on our Facebook page, 217 Recovery. Also, a week from tomorrow, next Thursday, the 9th, Harm Reduction of Michigan is having a blood draw. And this is something like if you are kind of maybe wondering like what's going on with the blood, and maybe you've done some things that you probably shouldn't have done, and just kind of worried, hey man, you're not going to know until you go find out. And they offer all kinds of stuff at Harm Reduction of Michigan, and there's a location in Traverse City and in Petoskey. I mean, just everything. Going there, nobody's tracking you. The police aren't going to follow you in there, and nobody's going to follow you home. You don't even have to give your name. Just go in there. You say, hey, this is my deal. This is what I'm doing, but I want to do it clean. They're going to help you. If you want to go in there and say, hey, look, I'm tired of living this way. I need help. They're gonna get you some help. And I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best decisions you're ever going to make in your life. Recovery is awesome. I love the way I'm living today. Do I have everything figured out? Is everything perfect? No. But I tell you what, it feels good not to have to chase around the bottle and just to go try to get some, to just kind of function in some kind of way. And it's just, I'm just glad. I'm happy, man. I really am. And that's just straight up me being honest with you.
And, I have to agree with that, and sometimes I find myself taking that for granted, just waking up and being like, wow, I don't have to chase my next fix or my next bottle, and that's a miracle in itself. So, absolutely. And, as far as the, what was it, the awareness in Petoskey?
Yeah, harm reduction.
Harm reduction. Yeah.
Blood draw.
The blood draw. It's all, what should I say, autonomous? I mean, they're not going to ask for names or anything like that. So, again, maybe fear of stigma or what have it. It's just you can go in and do it and take the proper steps to go through it, and you know, maybe get a clean bill of health and be like, oh, I'm not gonna do that again, whatever that might have been. So highly recommended, because I know I could speak. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm sure a lot of people have put themselves in a position or two where they're like, oh, I'm kind of doubtful about this, but at the same time, when you go in, and fortunate enough as it may be, you find out you're all right. It's a good feeling. I could say that from personal experience, and I can't really even believe I'm saying this right now, but but even though, I mean, if something does come up, we went over this, I think, before in a different podcast. There's a lot of different things that can be done. There are treatments out there that can help, especially with like hepatitis C, which is rampant in the population that may be IV drug users. So yeah, just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning in, maybe this is your first podcast that you're listening to, we're not saying, hey, go out and use drugs. We're not saying that at all. We're just saying, and that's kind of what harm reduction does too, is, they're not saying, hey, go use drugs. They're just saying, hey, you're using drugs, stop using that dirty needle. Like, there's other ways that they can help you, like, hey, here's something that you can test your drugs to see if it has fentanyl in it and to see if it's going to kill you, or make you overdose. And they have those too, and they're absolutely free. And they have the naltrexone, is that what it's called?
Naltrexone, yeah.
Yeah, they have those that they give away, and you never know. You think, well, I don't even do that. I don't mess with opiates.
Yeah.
I don't do any of that stuff.
You
well,
might be around somebody that does, and overdoses right in front of you.
Yeah, I guarantee you that somebody in your life does, and they do that, and you don't even know. A lot of people think, oh, no, I saw it on the movie, and, the guy, gets high, and he just passes out for like 8 hours, and that's what everybody does. And no. I guarantee you there's somebody in your life that does that, and you have no clue,
right.
None whatsoever, because they walk around just like everybody else,
Yeah.
But, yeah, so more info on that, too, on our Facebook page. And we were going to talk, and I still do want to talk about this, Rob.
Yeah. And actually, just to add on really quickly, too, we're going to post something on the website for just information on veteran stand-downs that are going on. So just FYI for any veterans out there that are listening to this.
Cool. All right. I want to talk about the first time I went to rehab and like the things that, were going through my head, and what I thought a rehab was going to be. Of course, my mom was like, you got to watch the movie 28 Days with Sandra Bullock. And I'm like, what? And I watched that, and then that even freaked me out even more. And I was wanting to be that one dude that was just trying to hook up with all the hot chicks. And then I realized it wasn't really like that, especially in a house with nothing but dudes. I was like, and that was in California. But,
right.
But, oh, man, it was such a process, though, man. It really was. But I want to talk about that in just a minute. First, though, man, I've been thinking about this, and I really think that there's something to it. And I'm talking about my ice cream addiction. And Rob, I brought it up to you the other day because, like, drinking, for instance, like I would drink so much, like my body could not process all the alcohol that I was putting in it. So it was coming out of my pores. And maybe someone who this happens to or something, but maybe it's you. Like, my coworkers like, man, it smells like a brewery and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that was from last night. Ha, ha, ha. Like, It was real funny.
Oh, yeah.
It was just alcohol. It's legal, but it was coming out of my pores. So I started thinking, when I eat ice cream, I should go full bore. Like I should go all out. I should have 2, 3, 4 gallons of ice cream at a time. That way, like my body will max out on the amount of whatever sugar or whatever I'm putting in my body, and it'll just kick it out.
Yeah, like so you'll have like ice cream seeping out of your pores? Or
Yeah.
what would it be like? It wouldn't be ice cream, though. It would be, I don't know.
wonder
You
what
wouldn't smell sweet. I guarantee that.
You never know, man.
I beg to differ, man. I don't. You might become a diabetic. I don't know. Are you
No.
pre-diabetes?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know what they say about when we eat pineapples and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what if it has that effect on it, man?
Well, dairy, not so much, I don't think.
Yeah, I think dairy's not good. But...
Yeah, dairy's not good when it comes to what you're talking about, if anybody else is cluing onto that. But, fruits. Yeah. Fruits, definitely.
Pineapples.
Pineapples.
Sure, whatever it takes, honey. Yep, I ate a bunch of pineapples.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can tell.
That was a few days ago. Sorry. I'll eat more tomorrow. But, no, I was just wondering about that because, even with, if you're dehydrated, you can drink all the water you want. And once you drink to a certain point, it just flushes out. Your body stops taking it in. Alcohol, same way. So would it just be in liquid form? Would I have to drink that? Well, no, because ice cream is liquid anyway. It's just frozen.
Yeah, obviously it melts when it gets into your system. Right when you put it in your mouth, it already starts melting. By the time it gets to your stomach, it's pretty much melted. I think more or less it is just processed the way that it is through your body. I don't know, man. As far as sweating out anything that might smell sweet, I don't think that would happen. It's dairy based. I don't know, and
I should clarify. I'm not trying to sweat out something sweet.
Well,
I'm just trying not to get the calories.
Oh, that doesn't work, man.
Does it go up to oh, you've reached your 8,000 calorie of ice cream in this sitting limit, and then just the rest just flush right down the toilet?
Okay.
Does it just all get out of your system?
No.
And that way you don't get those calories. So
no, I don't think so.
Because
man.
what if? Okay, hypothetical here. I like Milky Ways. Who doesn't? Right? Those are the best.
Right.
And my homeboy Chris does. But anyway, so if I'm sitting there eating Milky Ways, just one right after another, and say you were filming it, say we're on Facebook Live, and we went, and I did this.
Make that sound effect one more time, okay? That you just made eating the Milky Way.
Why?
Because I got a story. Well, I'll get into that later.
Get to your
story
later.
Okay.
Because I got one too.
Okay.
It's probably way different than yours.
Okay, yeah, it might be.
But, all right, so I'm eating Milky Ways, right? And I'm eating them for let's say 3 hours. And I eat 200 of them. All right? So 200, we're going to do some math. I know your boy Einstein, MC squared or whatever, but... but however many calories it is, what would happen? Would the video, if we went back and rewound it and then did a time lapse, would it show me getting fatter? What would happen, Rob? Would I get fatter over that 2 hours? Does your body it can't process all of that sugar, bro, in 2 hours? I don't think.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I think at that point you might develop pre-diabetes, which is a bad thing. I don't know exactly what happened if you would just excrete, dairy or ice cream, out of,
Would I just pass out?
Would you just pass?
My body shut down?
I think, you know what? Hey, too much water, too much of anything can kill you.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, then in that case, too many Milky Ways, too much ice cream, you get to a threshold, I'll say it, it'll kill you, man.
Well, you're not a doctor.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but too much of
doctor.
anything will kill you. Wearing the wrong shoe size will kill you if you do it too long.
Well, no.
Oh, well, whatever. You know where I'm going with this. At any rate, excess of anything too much is not good.
Sex?
I can't argue that. I think...
See, your body knows when you've had enough.
Well, you could say that for years. Maybe not your partner.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
okay, I'm good.
That's debatable.
Can we go do something else now? What?
What? Wait a minute. No.
All right. Well,
I don't know where we should
get Big Country to do it because he'd do it. Because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to die. How Corey died? Eating Milky Way. I'm not going out like that, man.
Dude, don't joke, man. Ricky, dude, Country just had heart surgery, dude.
Yeah.
And hey, Ricky, we hope you're all right. We hope the surgery and everything went well. I got a text from you earlier, so I imagine it did. But
you want to be a part 217?
You want to be a part? Yeah,
we got a game for you to play.
We got a game for you to play.
It's called Eat This Milky Way.
Eat This Milky Way. You're gonna be on a time lapse video over the course of a couple hours.
It's gonna be fun, bro. The chicks are gonna dig ya. So are the dudes. Whatever you're into today. No, I'm just kidding, bro. But not really. If you're something that you're down for, I mean, just sign a waiver. I think we might be okay on that. Let's do it. We'll just have the ambulance ready.
Yeah, have them on standby. Just
Yeah.
keep them in the parking lot.
All right. So, do you want to tell your story, or you want to talk about rehabs?
No, I'm not going to tell that story. It's not obscene or anything like that. It's just one of my roommates every single night before he goes to bed. I don't know what candy he's eating or whatever, but he makes this god awful, obnoxious, loud sound, and it sounded exactly like that when you did that Milky Way thing earlier. Do it again. Well, only louder.
No.
Okay, well,
It might sound a little different to people listening. But it sounds like it's Corey and Rob's sex hour. We're talking about overdosing on ice cream and Milky Ways and
well, right. So you see where I'm going with this. It's just extremely annoying, and I'm not going to say their name.
So your roommate now? One of them?
Yeah.
I'm not his roommate, by the way, so it's not me. It ain't me.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, me and the other roommate talked about it. We're like, we don't understand. It's like just so obnoxiously loud. You know, it doesn't need to be that loud. It's like trying to be. You know, trying to be that loud. But,
that's weird.
Oh, it is weird. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. So
yeah, back to the rehab.
Yeah.
Back to the rehab. You can tell your first time story if you want.
No, after you.
Okay. Yeah, it was the summer of 2015, and I had almost died earlier that year with the liver failure and kidney failure. So that, you know, and of course they told me, oh, you need AA, you need to talk to a counselor, you need blah, 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 and that's all I heard was blah, 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 and in my mind I'm like, I can't be done drinking yet. I like that feeling, I like it, even though I was really liking being sober, but came around that summer and I thought, you know, I can have a beer or two. The doctor said I could die at any time if I drink again, but you know what? I'm just gonna have some beers and like kind of put my foot in the water, test it out. I didn't die, so I went back to full-fledged. Yeah, give me that 100 proof, and got real sick. Anyway, long story shorter, I realized, okay, I do need some help because I'm sick now again, and I know what this sick feeling is. It was the same feeling I had when my liver stopped working, so I'm like, I do need some help, apparently. I didn't know what to do. I was living in Arkansas, working on the radio in Fort Smith and Fayetteville, Arkansas, so I didn't want anything to do with Arkansas. I didn't really know anybody there that I could trust, that I could open up to, so I drove back to Michigan, where my family was, and I knew I would have support there. And I knew that's what it was going to take, because once I started feeling better, and if I was still alone down in Arkansas, nope, I don't need that. You know, and then 2 weeks later, it would have been the same thing. So I get to Michigan, I try to figure this thing out, and we Googled, don't ever do that, rehab centers. And that was just a horrible idea, because you find out that these rehab places that are on when you Google them that pop up, they're mostly ads. And a lot of them will tell you they're ads, but some of them won't. But then you realize you're talking with like a middleman, and he's, yeah, I'll get you a bed, I'll get you, and you spill your story, and now you're going through it for like the third time, the fourth time, the sixth time, the 10th time, and you're like, you're tired of telling it. And by this time, I think a week or two went by, and they started telling me that I had been clean too long, and that they wouldn't take me, that I had been sober for a week or two, and apparently I don't have a problem. And now the insurance is getting in on it, saying, well, we're not going to pay for it because you had a drink 2 weeks ago. You're good. You're good to go. And I'm like, no, I almost died. You know, like, and the doctors told me if I drank again, I would die. And I still drank a lot. So I really do need help. I'm asking for help. And I ended up getting with this one guy who said he was a rehab placement specialist, which I had never heard of. And this was my first time, so I didn't hear of any of this stuff. But he ended up sending me to California, and I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. Like I said, my mom told me, watch 28 Days, and I did. And that was just kind of
Did you think it was going to cure you?
The rehab?
No, the movie.
The movie? No. She was trying to prepare me for...
Oh, prepare you for what you were going for the Hollywood kind of rehab that you thought you were going into?
No, I didn't know what to expect, man.
Oh, okay.
I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't really want to admit that I was, an alcoholic.
I don't think at that point, it's not for me to say, but maybe you didn't even think you had a problem, or maybe you did, but you just weren't really quite sure. Like,
I didn't know what to do.
You had doubts, and you weren't being led in the right direction. Doesn't sound like anyway.
No, and I wasn't honest with myself how bad it was. Like, it was still hard for me to come to terms, because like when you get a wake up call like that, like it wasn't like, I mean, I've already ruined so many relationships. I mean, girlfriends to friends to just all kinds of relationships I had just completely ruined anyway. So, like, I don't know what my wake up call would have been. I didn't drink and drive. I'd always go home, lock the doors, drink there, and so I didn't know what else it would take, or what it takes other people to come to that point. Like, maybe someone's wife sits them down and says, "Hey, look, I'm leaving with the kids unless you stop drinking." Maybe that's enough, for someone to go, okay, I need help. But for me, it was like, boom, you almost died, like, no, I wasn't prepared. I didn't even have time to ramp it down, like I always thought I would. Like, I'll stop when I have kids, and, that was my plan. Oh, when I have kids, I'll stop, which I know now it would have just been me paying child support, because whoever I had kids with, there's probably no way they would let me see the kids. Not that I'm a bad person, but when I'm drinking, people don't want to be around me. Mm-hmm. So, and I totally get that, actually. But yeah, so it was one of those really, like, how bad is the problem? And, there's a guy that I know who laughs. I told him today, I was like, man, you need to go to this place. And he said, ha 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 ha. No, I got this. I'm good to go. I drank all last summer, and it was okay. And okay, maybe I shouldn't do his accent. And it's okay. And
terrible East Coast accent.
Yeah,
dude.
Well, it's okay.
No, it's okay to go to the bar once in a while.
Yeah, I was just drinking 2 beers every night, smoking a little doobie, and everything's okay.
You
and
had a pizza for dinner.
Yeah, I was like, you weren't fine. I was like, you got to work on the issues. And that's something I didn't realize either. When I went to California, they told me, well, first of all, I saw the people that were on meds out there, and I was like, whoa, chicks just falling down, and I was like, I don't know what they're on, but I don't want to be on that, which, who knows what they were on, but they told me that they needed to put me as like a dual diagnosis, which means mental and
substance
abuse.
And
substance abuse.
Yep.
There's substance use disorder.
Substance use disorder.
And but the mental part, I'm like, no, I just have a drinking problem. I'm not crazy, because that's at the time that's what I thought. I thought, well, I just must be crazy, and I don't want the falling down pills. So I just I refused. I told them no. They put me in with this little doctor, and I just told him what I wanted him to hear. Like, nope, don't have any problems. Never thought about, suicide. I'm good. Let me go. I don't want to be on those pills. Just need to stop drinking.
This isn't the same doctor that when you were telling me about looking through Gun and Knife magazine.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, that was at Pine Rest.
Oh, all right.
No, that was just to prove a point. But no, that lady she was horrible too.
Oh, okay.
Man, I wish I knew her name. I'd tell everybody to stay away from her.
Would you put it on blast right now?
Yeah, I would, because it's a real story. It's true.
Yeah.
It happened. Like, there's nothing she can say about it.
Yeah.
I filed a grievance with her, but they were just like, oh no, she flat out lied. But anyway,
well,
she's somebody else's problem. No, I've moved on. I've put that. Have no resentments towards her. It might sound like it, but hey, man,
it does.
whatever.
I know.
Pine Rest is a pretty good place though. But no, I told the dude whatever I had to not be on meds, but they started talking about addiction and all addictions the same. And, you know, from meeting guys in the house that I lived at, and I was only there for a couple weeks, maybe a week, I kind of started to learn more about other drugs and addictions. And, you know, one guy was on meth, another guy, heroin addict. And it was just like, okay, well, there's some similarities here. And this was my first time, you know, experiencing somebody else with another addiction. And so them saying addiction's the same, I was like, cool, until they brought us to a sex addiction class. And I can't unhear the stuff I heard, you know? Like, I was like, now that, I don't know about that. You know, is that an addiction? I don't know.
I don't even know, man. I've never been to one of those.
Because
I'm sure they talk about
no, man. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay, here's what I think. I think that, and this is just my opinion, as a professional radio broadcaster, not a doctor, but I think that, yes, there is a part of the brain that is a little messed up when it comes to the sex. And I'm not talking about just I like to have sex with my wife all the time. I'm talking about the stuff I heard, Rob, you cannot on here. Like, if I were to bring a puppy in this room, we'd be like, oh, cute little puppy dog. We'd give it kisses and pet it, you know?
Yeah.
No, there's other people out there in this world that, yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah, and I had to sit like across from him. I was like, he's telling the story, and me and this dude that was in the house with me, and he had a drinking problem too. We looked at each other, and I was like, Damien, I was like, we don't belong here, man.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah. So I, boom,
gone.
yeah,
Peace out.
take me to LAX, please. You'll have to buy your own ticket. Okay, fine.
Wow.
I'll do that right now.
Was this in L.A.?
Yeah, Orange or West Hollywood.
Well, that says a lot right there.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts, man. So, boom, I didn't need help, bounced out of there. But I just remember just how frustrating it was to go there. And the first they put me in this other place that did not look like the website. It was like a rundown Motel 6. And the dude threw me some sheets, was like, put this on the bed. And I go to my room, and it's like the cast of next Friday, you know, they're like, hey, Vato, you got a cigarette, Holmes? And I'm like, yeah, here, just don't do me, you know, later. And don't sexually assault me, please. And so I go to my bed, and this got blood stains on it, and I'm like, oh no, they must have not had a cigarette. Oh, here you go, Hector. My dog did nothing to you. But like, so I was like, man, I'm out of here. So I bounced, and all they did was like, see you later. Get out. So I just went outside, called a cab, and waited. I didn't know where I was, and that was in Palm Springs, California. And that's when I called the little placement guy. I'm like, yo, I'm in a hotel, and I didn't drink. I was in the hotel for like 2 days, and the dude finally was like, all right, we got you a place in L.A., and I'm like, all right, cool. And then it was kind of weird. My brother lived right around the corner, and I'm like, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in like 5 years. Can you come pick me up, take me to the airport? Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's strange.
But anyway, so that was my experience of just being just so not prepared for all the BS that was going to come at me. So, and I'm not, and here's the thing though, if you are thinking about going to a facility, a treatment center, send us a message. I think I went on a tour of Michigan. And Rob's been around a bit, so I mean we know pretty much just about every place there is.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but hey, it could be fortunately for you. I mean, there's some that I would tell you just to absolutely run from, and there's there's somewhere, you know, you could tell that the staff is there because they seriously want to help. You know, my actual first rehab experience was at a VA, and this was back in like 2004 or 2005, and I had went to the hospital because I knew at that time I was going through withdrawal, and I wasn't sure what to do about it, what could be done about it. So I wanted to see what I qualified for and what the VA could do to help. And I went
into this building, and it was a locked facility, and this was detox. Kind of like, it reminded me of like a psych ward. And I sat in this building for about 3 or 4 days, and each morning went in front of a panel of doctors, nurses, psychologists, psychiatrists, you name it. They were all in this room, and as patients, we would come in one at a time, and they would see us. And it was kind of weird. I wasn't used to anything like that, actually. I wasn't used to rehab, period. Never been to one, never really needed to before this point. But nonetheless, sat there for 3 or 4 days, and I didn't like it. So I was there. I checked myself in. I wasn't told I had to be there. So I checked myself out and asked if they had any kind of inpatient program, and they did. I went into the inpatient program, and I liked it. It was obviously better than being in the detox, where it was just felt like I was just another number, kind of. Some of the staff was nice, some of the staff wasn't, but I went through the residential part and actually liked it, and I got a lot out of it. But unfortunately, went to a couple more, so I guess I didn't get everything out of it that I needed to. And here we are in 2019, and I think I finally got something out of all of it. So,
yeah. And that's why we're living in a sober living house too, is because the other ways didn't work, and you're a huge reason why I'm here right now, because we were roommates, obviously, in 217 along with Matt.
Yeah,
and it was like my boys are there. I mean, I need to go there. And at first, like, I was going to go to Traverse City or somewhere else, but I didn't want to go, and that's when I realized I needed to go. But yeah, we had so much fun.
Oh, I know.
We were both Bear River Health, and oh my gosh, we had some fun.
Yeah,
should we tell them about the 217 game?
We had a blast. I don't know. Maybe we should leave it till another podcast. We can leave people wondering, what are these guys up to? What are these clowns doing?
Okay, next week we'll do a bonus episode or something again next week. Wednesday's secret bonus episode that we tell everybody about.
Dun, da, da, da.
It'll be like true crime. Or wait, what's that show?
True Investigation or True...
No, the one with LL Cool J. Or no, Ice-T.
Ice-T's in one? Really?
Yeah. And that show's horrible. Like, I can't believe people watch it. Like, it was actually when I was in the hospital for a month.
Is it like a Law and Order kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. It goes cha-choom.
Yeah, okay.
And like every episode, it starts off with Ice-T like, "You beat that girl up. We're gonna get you, homeboy. We're gonna get you, homeboy." And then at the end, you find out, he didn't beat his girlfriend up. It was her brother or something. And they never come back and be like, "Sorry, man. Let's let him out of jail." And no, it's never. It's it's like, "But we know what you did. We're gonna get you for it, dog." And then, and then the dude never does it. And it's like, I can tell you exactly how this one's going to play out, just like last episode.
Right.
And I'm sitting there in the hospital just thinking, this is horrible. What am I doing with my life,
Torture therapy, dude.
Yeah, torture therapy. But for real, somebody's like, "I like that show." Okay.
Alrighty.
What was Ice-T's favorite song? Or what was his big hit?
Before he was a rapper? Or after he was a rapper?
Yeah, isn't he
after he was a rapper, he did New Jack City. He did...
New Jack City. No, are you saying rapper or actor?
Whichever one you're talking about.
His song. That's what I'm talking about. His biggest hit song.
Dude, he had a lot of good songs, man.
Like what? I remember something about Body Count.
Body Count was the band he was in. It was a heavy metal band.
Oh. Yeah, that was great. Should look it up on my phone.
Well, yeah, they had a couple good songs, but at any rate, yeah, man.
You don't remember any of them. I remember a Fat Boy song called "My Nuts," and that was not a good song.
You know what? No, Ice-T's got Power. He's got Ice-T Iceberg. Those are two of his albums, and he's got a bunch of. There's one. It doesn't matter. I guess you can look it up.
Biggest hit.
No, it doesn't matter.
Biggest song. Let's do biggest hit. His wife's got a biggest.
Yeah,
booty.
Right. I know.
6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. You know, yeah. Actually, bringing that up.
Colors.
Yeah. He did Colors. He did the soundtrack of that. He was in. I want to say he was stationed in. He was in the Army.
Was he?
Yeah, he was stationed in Hawaii. So I want to say he was part of the 25th or 10th. No, that's 10th Mountain. 25th Infantry. Yeah. Dude,
Wow.
that's some old school.
That's like Fat Boys.
No, I mean, but that's still some old school Ice-T, man.
Oh. Yeah, that sucks.
At any rate.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
yeah. So Ice-T, I'm glad he's an actor now. That's good. Good for him.
Well, no, before that, though, like I was saying, he was in 25th Infantry, Tropic Lightning out of Hawaii. And then he was affiliated with, I want to say, Crips in Los Angeles. But regardless, anyway, shout out to Ice-T. Hey.
Yeah, we know what you did with your sister, and we're going to get you for it. And we're not going to apologize when it wasn't you. All right, it's enough sound effects tonight.
Yeah, we need a soundboard or something.
Oh, there's some effects in here.
Well, we can check them out later.
Yeah, but when Ice-T comes, though, he's going to be coming for me. It's going to be...
It's going to be...
Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's Ice-T. Run!
Is that supposed to be a gunshot?
It
It sound like a gunshot.
Oh, we got so many jokes now. Oh, it's funny. Oh, look, it's Ice-T again. Ah! All right. Enough sound effects. We're going to be done now. Thank you for listening. There's resources. Michigan State Police Angel Project. If you're looking for a rehab and you want to know, after you've messaged us and we give you the okay, if you're in the Michigan area or the state of Michigan, I guess, because you could be in the area of Michigan, that'd be Indiana, and we'd be clueless.
Yeah,
I mean, we could maybe guess for you, but no, if you're in Michigan, we can definitely, if you have questions about a place. But if you want to know if they have beds available before you call, you can go right to our website. There's a link to that. Go up to the top left. You'll see the 2 white lines. Click on that, and that'll be like a top bar, and it'll say 217 resources. Click that, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And yeah, all the other stuff too, like the events on our Facebook, and like us, share us. You can donate too. That would really help us. We would buy better equipment and probably sound better, and we have better sound effects.
Maybe a soundboard. Yeah.
No, but it would help us get to events like UFAM. You know, we need a tent, we need a hotspot, we need new laptop. But God will take care of that. But obviously, you know, He's not going to deliver one like Santa Claus would. But you never know. God works in mysterious ways, and if you can donate, we really do appreciate it. Thank you. And Donald Trump, you can donate too.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it.
Rob loves you.
Thank you very much, Corey.
No problem. Staying away from that sound effect there. All right, thanks for listening, and we'll be back mañana.